Hi everyone, welcome to DIY Ideas. So today I'm going to show you how you can do a knitted style while actually crocheting. You can see the awesome color that I have here. I'm going to show you the wool that I used, and I'm also going to show you how you can do this awesome look. So yeah, stay tuned, let's get started. Okay, so this is called Tweed Yarn Specials, and yeah, I'm really interested how it's going to turn out. So we have 96% acrylic, 4% polyester, 300 grams per 265 meters in each ball. It's for a 5 to 6 millimeter hook, and I'm using my favorite one, my 6 millimeter hook. So let's get started. I'm taking the middle out, and here's the beginning, and now we can get started. So I'm going to do a slip knot, and then I'm gonna do 120 centimeters of chains. Actually, you don't have to count this time, which is great. You just need the length that you prefer. Okay, so after a while, I have the length that I want, which is about 120 centimeters. And yeah, now what I want to do is put it into a loop shape. So for that, I'm checking if I have any twists or knots or anything, and I want to fix that. And then we're just going to close it up into a loop. So take your time, check every section, because in the end, we're not going to be able to fix that. So now is the time to do it. And yeah, I think this looks good. So now I can get started, and I'm going into the first stitch here. And yeah, I'm just going to do a slip stitch. So I'm basically going to take my yarn with my hook through both of the loops. And that's it. That's our awesome loop already. And now what we want to do is start the first stitched or pattern row. So what we're going to do is do a half treble crochet. So we're starting with 2 chains for the height, and then we're continuing with half treble crochets. So it's just through the chain on the bottom, then yarn over, or yarn over, through the chain on the bottom, and through all 3 loops, and that's it. Okay, so I did the entire row this way, and now I'm at the beginning. So now I'm going to close this up with a slip stitch. So I'm just going through all of the loops at once, and then I'm going to do 2 chains again for the height. And now in this round, I'm not going to go into the stitch as I usually would. Instead, I'm going to go into the back section of this V. So I'm going to show you, you can always see the V on top when you do a stitch. And in the back, we're looking for the diagonal little piece, and we're going to go through there. It shouldn't be too difficult to find. And yeah, we're again just doing half treble crochets, and we're doing this for the entire round again. So yeah, after a couple of stitches, it's going to be super easy to find the spot. So you see how the stitches kind of move to the side, and you always have this little section kind of behind it, diagonally placed when you look at it from the front. And yeah, you can see here the effect that we get, and that's exactly what we want and what makes it look knitted, although it's really crocheted. And yeah, I'm gonna do this for the entire row, and then I'm gonna show you what I have. And yeah, the endings we always do with a slip stitch, then we chain 2 for the height, and that's it. So you can do this for as long as you want, and I'm gonna show you an update video in a moment. Okay, you guys, so after a couple of rows, you can see what I have here, and it looks awesome. So I think this is the width that I want. You can of course continue this and do this for longer, or you can make this even thinner. I have about 16 centimeters here, so I'm satisfied with that. And yeah, I'm just going to continue and finish off this round, and then I'm going to show you how to close that off. So you can see how simple this is and how great the result is. Okay, so I did my last half treble crochet, and now I'm gonna go into the stitch and do a slip stitch again. and that way we close up this round. And now what I'm going to do, so I theoretically could continue here with 2 chains and then just continue another round, but a closing round is going to make it a little bit more stable. And we're going to do this the same way, so we're going to do single crochets, and we're also going to go into the back section of each stitch. So same thing, just not half treble crochets, instead we're doing singles. So if you're wondering why I'm doing this, it's to kind of mimic the same thing we had at the beginning with our chains where we started. So that way we get the kind of exact same edge as on the bottom, and it just looks nicer because it's symmetrical that way. And this is my scarf. Okay, so now we are here at the end of this very last smaller round, and I'm again doing a slip stitch, and then I'm gonna pull out the leftover yarn. And yeah, you can see here that I finished my last round. What I'm gonna do is just kind of hide the beginning or the end by pulling this through the stitch here and then once again here. And that way it kind of looks like a stitch, although it's really not. And yeah, I hope you guys like the way it looks. All that we need to do is weave these ends and beginnings in, and apart from that, we're pretty much done. So yeah, I have quite a bit of yarn left over, so I'm gonna do that or use that for another project. And yeah, I hope you guys like how fluffy this is, the texture of it, and yeah, let me know how it worked when you tried it out. And if you'd like to stay updated with our future videos, feel free to subscribe. You can also shoot me a thumbs up to let me know what you think. And yeah, the comment section, as always, is open. So thanks for watching DIY Ideas, and yeah, make a great scarf, and I'll see you in our next project. Bye!